Welcome to the Mac Show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ladies, simps, pimps, and everything else. We're here in the #1 podcast for online pimping. You're going to enjoy today's one. I've got a heap of different little topics to go over and pretty much let your hair down and relax. If you're easily offended, this probably is not the podcast for yourself. However, if you're open to a bit of lighthearted fun and real talk, okay, because this is all real shit, okay, listen up closely because you might learn some things that can help you along your endeavors. Now, the very first topic of today, and it actually is podcast episode number 10, so big hurrah, we've made it to number 10. The very first topic that I want to talk about is constantly over these last 10 days, people are spamming me saying, Mac, when are you going to do more e-commerce, Mac? Are you ever coming back to e-commerce? What about all the drop shipping content? Look, for the foreseeable future, I'm in this pimp game 100%. This is the most fun I've ever had. There's no stress. You know, you deal with no customers. There's no customer issues. Every single person leaves feeling 100% happy, 100% satisfied. There is no room for error. Like, the customers are genuinely in love with you. This is, you know, and plus, it is e-commerce. This is e-commerce. You are selling digital content for extremely high margins. It costs nothing to produce. Buyers are crazy. They're asking for them. You don't have to promote with ads to make sales. You can use free marketing. And it's an industry that's never going to disappear. If you're not in the OnlyFans pimping game or you're not at least selling content yourself, you're just fucking missing out on free money. It's the path of least resistance. And topic number 1 that I want to talk about is making sure that there's only one thing you really need to be concerned with in the sense of that it could hurt you in the future. And this is making sure that all the girls that work for you, okay, abide by the age of consent. It's very, very important that all the girls are abiding by age of consent, okay? Otherwise, you can end up in some hefty little legal battle later on. Just, okay, you want to mitigate those risks. I recommend working with 10 girls only anyway, so you should definitely do some heavy screening to make sure that they're over that age. But there are 3 steps, okay? In the army, they say 2 is 1 and 1 is none, meaning if you only have one method, eventually it's going to go wrong. If you have 2, 1 will eventually go wrong, so you have 1, and that's why I always rock 3 baddies, okay? And not to say expect the worst, I always think expect the best. However, it's always good to just have these little ones there, and with this being the only issue, you want to make sure you're covered with age of consent. So, number 1, make any girl that works for you go and verify their OnlyFans account themselves, okay? Make sure that they're verified. Then go in and make sure that, you know, when they've added their bank account and everything, all the details match. They haven't used someone else's ID or anything like that. OnlyFans obviously does the majority of work for you because they're operating on a lot bigger scale and a lot more liable to things happening. So by getting the girls to do it on OnlyFans, you protect yourself pretty much 100%. But then we also want to include age of consent within the contract that we send out the girls who will be working for us. Make sure you get them to sign that contract, okay? Saying that they're over 18 as well as some other things. And then the third is you want to get them to send you not a physical copy, but a digital copy of their license. So they can use the exact same thing that they've taken, but I recommend getting them to send you a picture of their license and then you save that externally as well. Now you're covered on 3 bases. You can get out there and fucking have fun. Now, when it comes to OnlyFans, whether you're managing girls or doing it yourself, you need to have a clear roadmap of what you want to achieve. My roadmap, this is for me, and this is coming from businesses that I've already been successful in. You know, I've been in large fucking e-commerce companies, and now I'm taking a step back and taking the shift. I want to be ramped up to 7 figures a year as quickly as possible. And for some, it's obviously going to take a lot longer. But with the skill set that I have and being in this opportunity vehicle now, it shouldn't take long at all, okay? Still, when I say that, I don't mean overnight. I mean it's going to take a year, and that is my forecast prediction of over a year's time. I want to then have it at a level where it's generating 7 figures profit, okay? And it's really easy to do 7, not really easy to do, but understanding your numbers of doing 7 figures a year profit, personally, okay, is super easy. This is without employing anyone, meaning 7 figures profit would be yours, and you could easily handle the workload of 10 girls yourself. So I structure this whole goal around earning 7 figures profit, understanding that that will be 2 million in revenue because half will go to the ladies. It is actually 2 million plus 10%, so an extra 200,000 that will be incorporated into GST. Okay. Now, When we only work with 10 girls like my plan, I'm going to show you how that's easily achievable when you break down the numbers. Because when you break down the numbers, you understand what your KPIs are and what you want to work for each day. To turn over $1 million a year profit yourself, you are going to need the girls to earn, okay, between 10 girls, $100,000 each, okay? $100,000 each will get you to your million, but remember half of the revenue is theirs, so you are actually going to need them to earn $200,000. Now, we're not going to factor in the GST just to make this more simplistic from forms of understanding numbers. However, okay, what is that a week? What does each girl's account a week need to produce to make you a millionaire within a year? Okay, you stick with it a year, you get to these numbers, and then the second year you're bringing in $1 million, okay? Probably more because of the way things continue to increase. You need the ladies working for you, the fine specimens that work for you, to earn $3,846, okay? $3,846 a week after the 20% taken from OnlyFans. What does this equal a day? You need the ladies only earning $547.9 or $550, let's just round it up, dollars a day, not including the 20%, okay, which would add another $100 on board. So let's just say $600 to be safe, okay? Let's just round it up and say $600 a day on each account. That's all you need. Fucking don't need my pen then. $600 a day is all you need from these ladies. And if you're selling content at $100 a pop, that's 6 sales a day. If you are part of my course, and I don't need to push this to you in any sense because you should already fucking buy it. It's like $99, okay? 6 sales a day is using the funnel that I teach. You should be able to milk $300 per conversation. Sometimes more if you upsell things like use panties. However, you should aim to milk $300 a conversation once a week from your subscribers. You only need to talk to 2 dudes a day to milk that money. 2 dudes. Each girl only needs to speak with 2 different dudes a day, okay? Now, if you're milking them once a week for this amount of money, okay, that's 14 subscribers. Seems a bit different, doesn't it? Then you hear girls saying, you need 1,000 subscribers, you need to add value, you need to, okay, you need 14 subscribers and you need to know how to milk them, okay, for a certain amount of money each day. I think it's actually, it'll be 3 subscribers a day. No, that's correct, 2. 2 on the 300 mark. So really it's 14 subscribers. And when you look at these numbers and you really break them down, it's not that fucking hard, okay? What do I want to get into next? Part number 3. Yeah, so we've talked about the age of consent. You know that that's super fucking important. And now you know how to make 7 figures. You need 10 good girls who can bring in that much money each day and work towards that, okay? Maybe you want to work towards your first $100,000. If you've never made $100,000 and you don't have $100,000 sitting in your bank, okay, work towards that. That's 10x easier. Break down that divided by 10, okay? What is that? $50 a day. Come on. You can fucking do that. You can fucking do that. My Lord, okay? Now, what are we going to look at here? We're going to look at... yes, I want to be very transparent with everyone, okay? I want to give you updates on how my girls are moving forward each day, as well as the different things that I'm doing within this business model. Signed up a beautiful girl yesterday. I'm not going to say her name, okay? I like to keep the identities of everyone under the wraps. However, okay, she already had some existing subscriber base. However, her mistake was, again, pricing. She was selling herself very short. I look back, she was selling raunchy videos, all this shit for $10 a pop. $10 a pop. I instantly flipped that revenue model, okay, and started charging $100 per piece of content, sparked up some old conversations, and now she will begin marketing and getting more people on board. However, in the first day, we capped in on 400 US, okay? So we're pretty much already at that girl doing that sort of mark, okay? Now, I have a shit ton of applications for girls wanting on board, and the reason is that I have a team of trained sales killers that understand psychology that I have taught them and understand how to milk as much money from these men as possible and bring them as much value. So if you're a lady watching this and you're just like, fuck, I don't want to put in any of the work, I might just film content once a month, send it off, and do a little bit of marketing, free marketing that I get shown how to do and taught how to do, and the rest is managed for you, okay? And think, if you're going to earn 100 grand a year from this, it's fucking damn well worth it. And 100 grand a year is very, very achievable. You can see from this girl's first day, you know, at that level of profit margin, she's already making 100 grand a year. That's US as well. So there's a bit of transparency. There's and here I even want to give transparency about my course, because people think, oh, you know, these course creators, they make a lot of money. Okay, here's the transparency with the course. I only charge $99 for this course, and I only just released it 3 days ago now. 99 US. Now, I have no marketing costs associated with the course other than a $100 ad that I've started to run to collect emails to market, okay? Because I give out so much value in this course that the people who find the value from it, they use my referral link, okay? So let me tell you exactly how many have been sold within 3 days. I have made a little bit over 4,000 something USD profit after ads, after the teachable fee where I host the course. In the last 3 days, I made 4,000 something profit, and that will just continue to be like that and will continue to increase over time. But the real money comes from me putting out that much value and continuing to put out that much value that people use the referral link, okay? The legal documents included in the course alone are worth thousands of dollars that I had to pay for out of pocket in the hopes of just giving out value. And again, value is returned back. Does this mean that you should go create an OnlyFans course? No, it doesn't. Stick to one fucking model. Unless you're an expert like the absolute chieftain here and knows what he's doing. Work on either pimping out your own account or pimping out other girls' accounts. If you run your own account and you're a fucking lady and you've already got assets, okay? You've already got assets that you can sell. And yes, I'm talking about the assets, okay? You should be solely focused on your own account and learning marketing. And that brings me into the next topic is, if you understand marketing and you're a lady who can leverage and you're comfortable using your own OnlyFans account yourself, you can turn over $1 million a year using your own account. And you might be like, oh, that's fucking, 10x harder. It's not. You're not managing 10 ladies. You're managing your own account, and all that effort is put into growing one account. The time on the account that's spent is still exactly the same. It's actually less because it's all handled through one account. You know what the numbers are. You know how much money you need to earn, okay, if you want to turn over $1 million. And the best part is, it's actually half of what I said before, because you're keeping 100% of the profit yourself, not a 50-50 split. Now, again, if you don't want to put in any time or any effort, automate it. My team's here. You can hit us up for that. And this is how business should be conducted for any motherfucker listening, okay? You don't need to use scarcity, and you don't need to use these little hard tactics and hard sells and saying why I have a competitive advantage, okay? Understand value. Value is doing shit fast, doing shit easy for people, making them more money, okay? And perceived likelihood of success. Obviously with the Mac life, it's 100%, baby. So value is really easy to convey. I don't need to hard sell anyone or do anything like that or convince people why they shouldn't do it themselves. If they see value in what I sell, they'll come on board. And that's the same way it is for you to be an online pimp. You don't have to do fucking sneaky marketing tactics. You just tell ladies, look, I'll automate the process. You're going to do 1/10 of the work that you do now, and using the pricing methods that I've been taught and learnt from the king of pimps, okay, we're going to make a fuck ton more money. Less time, more money. Simple. That brings me on to the next point, which is, what else am I doing? So what am I doing today to actively make more money? Well, I'm screening the girls. So that's a big process at the moment. I talked about this in the last podcast of a hierarchy of bitches, okay? The top bitches, and again, if this word bitches offends you, get the fuck off the pimp podcast, okay? I'm screening the bitches. When I look at the profiles, I'm looking for number one, chicks who already have OnlyFans accounts with active subscriptions. They're number one, okay? Because I come on board, I automate it, I increase the price of things, we run the sales funnels, we make more money. Very easy. The next is girls who don't have accounts but have large social media followings, and then after that, it's girls who have pretty much want to do it discreet but are willing to show everything. And then the last sort of girl, the very bottom feeder, is one who wants to do it completely discreet, doesn't want to leverage their social following, doesn't want to show their face. They're the bottom feeders. And they have their purpose. You can grab these girls and use them to gain experience, and you can still make shit tons of money. I fucking got girls' accounts at the moment that sell just pictures of their feet and earn hundreds of dollars a day. So, and up to $1,000 a day sometimes. So there's a hierarchy. And as you become more valuable, and again, remember I use this in every podcast, When you give value, you become a person of value, and people of value are rewarded for it, okay? Get out there, learn some skills, then apply your value and you'll get rewarded. So I'm screening girls today, and I'm putting out ads because I'm wanting a constant list of new girls there so that I can constantly screen for what's better and what's going to be worth my time and to make more money, because after all, I'm a fucking businessman, okay? So if I have to cut some girls at some point because they're underperforming or da-da-da, they're not willing to da-da-da-da, okay, they're gone. It's that simple. That's the pimp life. Now, how am I running these ads? I talk about this in the course and I talk about Instagram, but what I'm using today is what I found immediate success in selling other packages and e-commerce products is TikTok. TikTok, when you switch your video like that, I hope that didn't just fuck the YouTube absolutely crazy. But when you switch your video, okay, like that, what happens is it's very easy to film vertical videos that excel on TikTok. You don't need picture creatives. You don't need all this other shit. You just fucking pump it out there, okay? And they're pretty much instantly happy. If you're listening to the audio of this as well, I just flipped my camera to vertical. All you need to be successful on TikTok ads is a little bit vivid of a personality like myself, talk in the vertical mode, and then push it out as ads. They get extremely low CPCs, and just push all the girls to a landing page. In my case, it's a landing page to apply, and then I have a set of filters that apply and look through it. It says, what's your social media following, what's your da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They apply, they tick these boxes, and it makes it very easy for me to go through and screen these ladies. So I'll be filming today for that. I'll film 2 or 3 different ad sets, so 2 or 3 different ads. Or basically, if you don't understand this in a marketing term, I want the same outcome, but I'm going to say 3 different sets of shit to hopefully get girls to sign up with that same outcome, okay? And the reason you do this is called A-B split test, or ABC split test. Getting a phone call. Get the fuck out of here. ABC split test, okay? I'm running 3 different variables, and then I see which one's the best based on which is the cheapest to get the same result, and then I run that at scale. So today I'll be setting up the TikTok ads, and ads in general, okay, you need to think of them different. Don't think of them as an expense. This is where most people think of it wrong. They think of ads as an expense. I think of ads as an employee. What? Okay? Domino's, these old places, maybe not Domino's, but all these places, the old school pizza shops, they had a motherfucker stand out there with a sign, spinning it, fucking dressed like a fucking chicken, telling people to come in. The problem is that person wants $20 an hour, okay? They can only work so many hours a day. It's hot in that chicken suit. They want lunch. They want their breaks. They want their rights. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't want to pay someone to do that. I'd rather pay an ad, an electronic piece of fucking data that sits there, it operates, it doesn't whinge, it doesn't cry, it doesn't complain. It's an employee of mine, and it works 24 hours of the day. Because motherfucker Joe fucking Pascalio might be driving by wanting a pizza at night at 1:30 a.m. and if Pizza Boy ain't there flagging him down, okay, he doesn't see it and he doesn't come in. But my little pizza boy workshop boy, okay, he's there 24 hours a day pulling people in, okay, because it's an ad. And that's the way you need to think of your ads. They're your employees, who are your best employees. They take feedback extremely well. They report to you each day and say, this is what I did and this is probably what I did wrong. Fuck. This is how you need to think of your ads. They're your employees. They're saying, this is what I did. This is where we could improve. You need to change this, and this will get us more people in the door. They're your king employees, okay? So treat them as such. Set up your ads and then just have them running and have a pipeline. So for me, you know, like I said, I have ads that push girls to a landing page. They quantify themselves first. It saves me a fuck ton of time. And then I go through and I decide, this is the girls that I want on board working for me. This is the exact same process that I use to find simpy dudes as well for content. Not for content, simp content. This is the exact same method that I use to find men, okay, to come on board and then purchase subscriptions on my ladies' OnlyFans accounts. Exact same process. And if you're stingy or you're starting out broke or whatever it is, okay, use the free methods. There are a shit ton of free methods, but then move into paid ads and become comfortable spending money on ads. Why? Because they're working for you. You're getting your time back. and what happens is all your time is spent learning to make better decisions, which is really the way to make real money in the end. Okay, you get your time back, you learn to make better decisions. They work for you 24/7. As I said, you can't. You'll burn out. And this gets me into my final little part of the day, and this is a fucking rant. My voice is already getting sore. Look at this. I'm on the droplet of water that I've got left. There's actually a single droplet in this bottle, so I need to go refill in a minute. But let's get through the final part. And this is a rant. This is today's little rant, okay? So before we get in the rant, make sure you subscribe, okay? This is the rant for the dudes that message out, and this is going to be very helpful for you, okay? Identifying who's a fucking time waster, a tire kicker, this sort of shit. You'll get it in any business, any industry. I had dudes today, for example, right, that messaged through, and they said, hey, I want to do what you do, da-da-da. I said, fantastic. Go watch the YouTube shit for free or buy the course there, okay? And I'm happy to reply once or twice, but I don't have all fucking day. I'm happy to give out value. I don't need to sell you the course. If you want it, there it is. It's going to make me money anyway. Like I said, it's made me, 4 Gs this week. And I've become desensitized to money now because, I know my living expenses cost me around $3,000 a month to live an insane lifestyle. Fuck. What does the extra money really do? It just brings me more wealth. It's not going to change your happiness level. And that's something we'll talk about later on. The hedonistic scale of happiness. We can talk about that in a whole different fucking video. Now, these dudes, they reach out, okay, and one dude said, for example, yeah, but how do I know it's going to make sales, da-da-da-da-da? Okay, I said, fuck, look at the perks. Every woman's different. You only need to capture a very small percentage of the market, okay, and you've got no competitors anyway, so the market is open. And then they said to me, yeah, but the market doesn't work that way, and I said, shut the fuck up. Honestly, shut the fuck up. Have you run a successful business? Well, I've been studying for 2 years. Shut the fuck up. Have you ran any form of successful business? Not only are you wasting my time by arguing and coming up with excuses, okay, which is all it is. It is the want for a reason to justify their excuse for not putting in the work. They'd rather reach out and ask a million questions and taking the fucking risk, putting in the action, okay? That's all it is. And they want to waste a fucking genius's time, someone who's actually crushed it in this business. You might think, damn, Mac, you're an egotistical motherfucker. No. Well, maybe I am. But I just value my time, okay? And I don't have time to cave into these little dudes' insecurities of why they're not taking risk, okay? They'll ask a million fucking questions. Yeah, but the market doesn't work like this. Yeah, and they've been taught all this bullshit in school and the amount of YouTube videos they've sat there watching, and they've got no experience in any industry. And really, these motherfuckers, you could have a $1 product. I've had $1 products before. Legitimate products that are of serious value for $1. Okay, I was just saying, there it is. It's $1. I give it away. It's $1. You just have to commit to buying it. Shows you committed, and then that'll show that you'll be more likely to succeed. Yeah, but am I going to see an immediate ROI? How many days will it take for me to sell? Shut the fuck up. Honestly, these motherfuckers will do this for any priced product, okay? And this is why I always recommend it selling, higher ticket shit. And the reason I made the course $99, a lot of people asking like, well, why'd you make the course so cheap? $99 is psychologically enough of a commitment where someone's going to pay and then they're going to actually listen to what the fuck's being said. I don't care about the money I made. Okay, I made 4 Gs from it. I have other businesses making me money around the clock too. When I say I've switched my sole attention here, I have, but the other businesses I have are on autopilot. They're still bringing me in money every single week. They still pay me for the work I put in before. I'm constantly getting dividend payments, okay, reoccurring subscriptions, clients who I did the bulk amount of work for up front, existing partnerships, everything else, investments, okay, all those are money coming in. These motherfuckers who are going to ask you a shit ton of questions, when you need the ability to identify them very quick and then tell them fuck off, okay? Stop trying to be nice to these people. Stop trying to give them value, okay? Because that value doesn't get reciprocated. I talk a lot about giving out value, okay? And if they wanted the value, it's there. They can come to these YouTube videos and get it for free. So there's no price on the value they're getting. But these motherfuckers, what they want is to waste your time for one reason. They want to justify their insecurities of why they haven't taken the leap or taken the action themselves. Everyone can afford $99 fucking dollars, for example, to jump on a course and fucking, It's less than one photo being sold. It's not the fact that, they don't think they can do it. They just don't want to put in any work. And no matter what endeavor you choose this in, okay, you want to identify. And this is the same for working girls as well. Some girls will apply and say, yeah, well, I don't want my face to be shown. I don't want to put in any marketing work. I just want... And I say, well, what the fuck do you want? Free money? Here, take $1,000. What do you want? You just want to do nothing and get free money. Well, I'm willing to put out, a few pictures every now and then. Fuck off. Look, honestly, what is the point of having you on board when there are girls willing to do this, and this? And that's why I talk about the hierarchy, okay? There are bottom feeders, but then there are people below that, and you need to identify those people quickly and throw them out of your business. And this may sound harsh, but they're going to waste your personal fucking time. And when you have a team, it's a drain on your team's time as well. For me, I don't get time to look through my Instagram all fucking day because I'm a busy motherfucker. I'm doing shit. I'm hustling. I'm getting shit done. And I'm preparing travel trips. I'm seeing family. I'm working on skills. I'm learning languages. I'm doing jujitsu. All this shit behind the scenes camera and running this business plus multiple things in the background. I don't have time to sit there with motherfuckers going, well, what about the market in years from now when OnlyFans becomes obsolete? Well, maybe make a fucking pivot, okay? Maybe make a switch into what is working, okay? Use what you have, use the ladies you have, and pivot to the fucking metaverse. Fuck, it's common sense shit. This is why I'm loving these pimp videos. I don't have to be the super nice, prepared e-commerce guy anymore. I was happy to give out that level of value to help people because a lot of people in the e-com world are fucking sensitive. They want that free info, and I'm happy to help, and I'm happy to see, over the space of a year, I did my part. I got over 1,000, probably 10,000 messages and emails in combined total of people saying, you changed my life, you changed my friend's life, you helped my family so much, you helped my son, you made us $1,000, I took your free information, I took your course, whatever it is. I helped an immense amount of motherfuckers. But now I can just truly, be who I am. This is why I'm enjoying this business model so much. These podcasts are going to continue to thrive. I'm just dropping out the real talk, the Mac. I like to bring value to people, but at the same time, I'm not going to put up with dumb shit, okay? And there's a lot of dumb shit in this world. Hopefully, if you want to be successful, okay, you let your personality shine through as well and you throw out all the dumb shit. Now, get out there. You've learned some shit today. You've learned why marketing is important and paid marketing. They're your workers for you. You've learned, okay, how to get rid of time wasters. That's very, very important. You've learned the hierarchy of girls again and what girls you need to throw out and just make absolutely obsolete in your business because they're fucking not built for it, okay? And then you've learned some other shit, okay? You've learned a fair bit from this podcast. If you found it valuable in any sense, what I want you to do is go ahead, use this finger, or this finger if you don't have fingers, fucking nose bash it, okay? Hit the subscribe button because there's daily bangers coming out every single day. This is a daily podcast. And I know it might get a bit boring with just this background every single time, but I'm going to be enhancing, putting in the work over this Christmas space, doing this, building up this new structure. So the structure's in place. And then from early next year, I'm going traveling. So every day, I'll be talking about this shit while there's fucking Thai people in the background going, and I'm still just blurting shit out. I'll be in Vietnam, I'll be in Bangkok, I'll be in the fight gym, I'll be fucking wherever I'm going, Russia, everywhere, okay? And I'll still just be pumping out this content, so content train will increase. Hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's podcast. Do swadania, paka.